Hi everybody, from Aspen, Colorado, the Aspen Center for Physics. This is the C++ conference, learning a lot. I mean, obviously C++ is a prowling language, very much used. I think it's of circumstance to talk about something a little bit more complicated than usual, and I'm talking about contracts. If you want to use formal methods or formal verification in order to detect runtime errors, you do not need a contract. This is because the tool that you're going to be using in order to do formal verification doesn't need to know about the requirements of your software in order to detect runtime errors. If there can be an out-of-boundary access, it's always going to be there. It's embedded in the code. But what about if you want to add something on the top of that? Say, you want to mandate certain state machines that are legal from a functional perspective. Well, you could actually extend formal verification in order to enforce that. The same mechanisms that you would be using to detect runtime errors can also be leveraged to achieve that goal, but you need to have a way to tell the tool what are going to be the requirements that the software is supposed to achieve. Now, the problem with this is that so far, you needed to learn another language in order to write these contracts. And these contracts could be relatively simple. You enter a certain function with certain values, and then you're expecting something else to happen by the time that the function has finished executing. If you have to learn another language in order to do that, well, it's onboarding time, it's training time, it's not necessarily that easy. What if a language could actually have the concept of contracts included in it? Well, that's what our friends in the C++ community are coming up with C++ 26. That innovation should cut on the onboarding time because it's part of the language itself. So in the future, people learning C++ are going to be learning about contracts. I talked about this during this conference, and it has been taped and it's going to be put on YouTube in a few months. But in the meantime, if that's something that is of interest to you and you want to talk about it, well, let me know in comment.